Hi, my name's Cole Sonner. I'm a lifelong resident of Bowling Green and local real estate agent here in the Bowling Green community. Today we're going to be talking about Bowling Green's newest honor, which is it was named to Zillow's annual list of most popular cities and towns in America. I'm really excited about this. This is Bowling Green's first time ever being featured on this list, and I wanted to make this video to break down how Bowling Green was recognized, why they were recognized, and as well as give a little bit of background on Bowling Green itself if you're unfamiliar. And lastly, provide just a little bit of my personal opinion on where I see the city moving in the next several years. First off, a little bit of a background about Bowling Green. Bowling Green is located in Northwest Ohio. We are a relatively small town of about 30,000 people. Of those 30,000 people, about 16,000 of those people are full-time students at Bowling Green State University, which is really unique because over the last couple of years, there's been a lot more integration between the city itself and Bowling Green State University, really sharing resources, looking to grow the city as a whole and not, focusing on just themselves and in their entity. So that's been really neat to see. This list is made up of the top 3 cities or towns across several most popular categories. And these categories include the most popular cities overall, the most popular large cities, the most popular seaside towns, the most popular retirement towns, the most popular small towns, the most popular vacation towns, and last but not least, the most popular college towns. Now, the company as a whole is able to create this list because they have housing data and information about nearly every city, town, and village across the United States and even internationally. This list, of course, just focuses on the US, but the company is able to then compile all of the data that they have on US housing, and they break it down into simple lists such as this one, and they release it to the public. It's very useful for consumers, whether you're trying to figure out where you want to go spend a week's vacation or a big decision such as where you're going to relocate yourself or maybe even your family and live. Next, I'm going to dive into the category that Bowling Green earned recognition in and why they were featured on this list. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Bowling Green is home to Bowling Green State University. So, spoiler alert, Bowling Green was featured in the category of most popular college towns. In creating this category, Zillow first had to define what a college town meant. And to them, they decided that college towns were any city or town defined by a zip code in the United States that had 20% or more of its population attending college. And all of this data was based off of 2021 census data. So then in determining the top 3 towns for this category and sorting all of these college towns to figure out which the top 3 were, the company decided on several metrics, which include the number of rental listings, the median list rent, the rent growth that the city has seen within the last year, as well as the number of rental page views. And then they ranked the cities from first to last. And the top 3, as I mentioned earlier, the top 3 were recognized in each category. So in this category, Bowling Green, Ohio, which, as I also mentioned earlier, is home to Bowling Green State University, made it on this year's list for the first time ever. They were ranked 3rd in the category, just behind Tempe, Arizona in first place, which is home of Arizona State University, and in second place, Smithfield, Rhode Island, which is home to Bryant University. If we take a step back and we look at this ranking, it's pretty easy to see that, Zillow being a real estate tech company, they based their rankings in this category and all the others on the list. They base the ranking solely on the real estate data that is available to them. And of course, real estate data doesn't take into account all things that people are going to pay attention to. Some more of the qualitative things, such as what local amenities are available, or what do the local residents think about the town. So this list can't be relied on entirely, but in the same breath, real estate data is a good initial indicator of how the quality of life is in a given city or town, but it doesn't tell the whole story. So in the case of Bowling Green, this national ranking by Zillow is also backed up by other recent rankings that do consider some of these qualitative factors. And the qualitative factors that are also considered in these other rankings are things that the average prospective home buyer for a specific city is going to be looking at. They're going to be considering things such as crime rates, things to do, maybe even the walkability of the town. So Bowling Green was also recently named the #1 college town in the state of Ohio, as well as the 28th best college town in the nation, both given out by College Values Online. In addition to these recent accolades, the city has also previously been named a best hometown by Ohio Magazine, among various other recognitions. As one of the largest and most recognized names in the industry, this most recent recognition here of Bowling Green by Zillow is certainly one of the most notable items on the city's resume to date. And really, it's not one of the first national scales that it's been measured on, but it's certainly one of the most notable companies to take a look and make note of the success that Bowling Green is having. So I see personally in the next several years Bowling Green really exploding in terms of population, real estate values. I think the city is continuing to have new restaurants and other amenities move in, and this is all before several large companies that are going to be moving to the town and have committed to building operations here have even arrived. So Bowling Green has been kind of moving in this direction, and I feel that these large businesses moving into town are really going to help accelerate and speed this process up as the city continues to grow and prosper. And I really look forward to seeing, just in say 3 or 5 years, how much growth the city has undergone. Now, as I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the video, I'm a lifelong resident of Bowling Green. I'm a graduate of Bowling Green State University. I'm also a local real estate agent in Bowling Green. I serve Bowling Green as my primary market, but I also serve other local communities in and around Bowling Green. So if you are potentially considering a move and would like to, talk to somebody who has boots on the ground, a little bit of information and background with the city, and understands where the city's at, where the city's going, I'd love to talk to you, and we can certainly kind of discuss if Bowling Green may or may not be a good fit for you. And if not, I'd be happy to kind of help you find where your best fit in locally would be. So again, feel free to reach out. I'm going to be leaving my contact information in just a second here. But other than that, thank you all for taking time out of your day to watch this.